Welcome back. We're the Bourbon Junkies.
Let me undress her.
He's Dan, I'm Sean, and tonight we do something we haven't done in a long time.
Review a Jim Beam product.
That's exactly 100% word for word what I was thinking.
Little Book 7.
Yes. Shout out
Beautiful.
to the Davillars, Women of Whiskey, for helping us out with this one.
Did you win this?
I did.
Okay.
This was the night that I went on.
It's a good win.
Yeah.
Good win.
I just donated. I didn't before I knew they were doing giveaway stuff.
Yeah.
And then I felt really guilty and then gave away some of our whiskey for winning.
Sure.
Because I was like, I
Worth
gotta
it.
make this right.
Well, hopefully worth it.
I can't take something and
Sure.
not give back. So
That's fair.
In whiskey, we got some of that.
So, Little Book, we've had probably 5 of the 7.
Yeah.
4 to 5 of the
4,
7.
I was thinking 4. We probably had samples.
Some of them got ancient whiskey. Though.
The second one,
Yep.
we liked a lot. I remember that. We
Yep.
we bought the first one, said, a little
was
expensive.
not bad.
I think we paid $125, something
Sure.
around there. The second one, way better, especially when it opened up.
Yes,
Like,
got real
just
good,
let
actually.
it sit for a while, it got really good. The third one is where they lost us. I'm pretty sure that's where they put in the brown rice.
I just know that the brown rice one was actively not my profile.
That killed the line for me. I'm not even gonna
not.
buy it. Like, that did what chocolate malted rye almost did for the Masters collection.
I know, dude. If you weren't a Ride or Die Woodford guy, it's over.
That's 100%
Yeah.
why I came back. We're not such big Jim Beam fans.
Sure.
Now this one's fun.
This smells incredible.
So this has some very old whiskey in it as well. So this is, we'll start at the bottom.
Okay.
So 4-year straight rye whiskey, 4-year Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey,
Okay.
5-year straight malt whiskey, finished in applewood smoked barrels.
Oh, I like that idea.
9-year Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, 13-year Kentucky straight rye whiskey,
Whoa.
17-year Kentucky straight bourbon, 18-year Kentucky straight bourbon.
So there's old shit in here.
There is some very old stuff. Don't have percents of what they are. I'm gonna assume the 13 to 18 year pretty low.
Probably lower.
But the applewood smoked barrels. So this is a wild one. So you've got malt, you have rye, you have bourbon.
I like the applewood smoke idea on a malt whiskey.
Yeah.
I love that idea. Also, I believe that a brand like this.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into the rest of this video today,
Yeah.
we have to tell you about somebody that I'm very happy to work with on this channel.
Because Dan already takes their supplements now.
Already, I've been doing it, I've been on it, and you don't understand. So,
And I'm excited to try them.
we're working with Ritual.
Yeah.
Ritual is a company, makes a probiotic supportive system, basically at this point.
Yes, so that is the thing that I was very excited about, was the pre, pro, and the postbiotic. It's
all one,
All in
though.
one. I've
It's all
already been
one.
taking a prebiotic because, I mean, let's just face it, what we do is not very conducive to a happy gut biome. So if I can have something that kind of supports it along, alcohol, not the best for you.
Look at that.
Yeah, and
That's it.
they taste and smell like mint.
It's got all 3.
That's the best.
This has got all 3 of them in it. It's so simple. 3 in 1. Listen, sometimes I used to eat yogurt and stuff like that. Like, there's ways to get these things.
Like a 60-year-old woman.
This is the most efficient
Yeah,
way.
hey, time.
This is efficient. And
efficient.
again, tastes like mint instead of like nonsense.
And
so
then,
that's great.
if you just want
This
to,
is what I take.
fill in a couple gaps in your dietary supplements,
Yeah.
we also have a multivitamin.
I've been on these for probably 6 months-ish.
Because they have fish oil
Give
in
or
it,
take.
and that's what Dan really needs.
Finding a multi with fish oil in it is so much harder than that sounds when I say it out loud.
Yeah.
Cody's back. Finding fish oil in a multi is really hard, and I take fish oil. So what I was doing was I was using this other multi, and then I'm also doing some fish oil on the side as kind of an a la carte situation. Less fun when you take 8 vitamins a day.
Yeah.
Way more fun to just take 2 that taste like mint, have fish oil, vitamin D,
Yeah.
vitamin B, iron, a bunch of different cool stuff in them. That, pretty good for you.
So if you want to check them on out, you can go to ritual.com/bourbonjunkies. Wish I could talk. Get you 20% off your first month. Highly recommend the 3-in-1 gut health just regimen. I can't say enough good things about that. It means a lot to me. Changes some things for you. So
Also, listen, if you're old, they make these for old people. There's
Yeah,
a
they have
50 plus,
yeah.
which is a good chunk of you.
oh,
Check it out.
So check them on out. Support the people supporting us. Let's get back to the video.
I believe a brand like this, their flavor profile with the nuttiness, I feel like they could swing into a single malt product and do a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Like, Often some of the brands that we aren't the biggest fans of make incredible single malts. It seems that way.
Yeah.
Heaven Hill has been known to make a good single malt. You know, there's a guy named Parker one time. He did some shit. So
he did.
This smells incredible, actually. Now this is also.
Dude, this smells so. This has been open for I don't know, a month or so.
I've not had this.
You have not. It's been at my house.
Yeah, I've not had this.
I keep forgetting to
smells
bring it over.
fantastic.
But I'd opened it up, and I think just like all the other little books, it just needs a little bit of air, and a little bit of time. This smelled great from the rip. Wasn't sold on the palate at first.
Okay.
Had a little nip the other night. Went, oh, I got better.
Really?
I got better.
Smells like really great Honey Nut Cheerios, and I mean that as a compliment.
Yeah, but
Like
I think it's got like
rich,
an apple chunk in those Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah.
It's like I really get a green apple skin.
Oh my gosh, it smells awesome. It smells complex, which is nice. There's a bunch of red fruit, there's a bunch of berries in there, but then there's also this like Honey Nut Cheerio.
The malt comes through, yeah.
But very sweet.
Yeah.
Not heavily not grainy and not nutty.
It's very sweet. It's got a leather backbone in it that I love.
Soft leather, not gross leather.
Yeah.
Good leather.
Yeah.
Like you walked into a leather shop.
Well, you walked into Creighton and Croom.
Yeah.
Or
Clayton and Crew.
Clayton and Croom.
Clayton and Crew.
Hey, I'm sleep deprived.
Something like
Sorry.
that. I could be wrong too. I don't know.
No, hey, wait.
Now you're gonna Google that, aren't you?
No, I'm just gonna pull out my wallet. It is Clayton and Croom.
Croom with an M?
Crume. Croom.
Interesting.
Yes. So you walk into a very high-end leather shop and you smell that, and you're like, dang, it smells great.
It does smell kind of like that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Man, I like every time I smell it, I just get some a little bit different stuff. And I like
think
that.
The single malt or the malt whiskey, is a lot of the backbone, and I think we've really come to like malts a lot more. And that I think is what makes this so good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to Did this come out in 22 or 3? Or 4, I mean 3 or 4?
23. Well, obviously not 24.
This should have won Whiskey of the Year. That's a top 10.
It's very good.
That's a top 10.
That is very good.
Whoa. And it's like an evolution.
It's got
holy moly.
Good proof.
Oh.
I think the Honey Nut Cheerio note is very
it comes through great.
On brand for this flavor.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
It's a little malty, a little cereally, but it is sweet. The proof is great on that. Like, honestly, it doesn't drink too hot.
That's so good.
But there's a lot of flavor there.
That is fantastic. Also, beautiful bottle of whiskey, truly. Like, actually beautiful. Like, the whiskey color is beautiful.
Hands down is my favorite little book.
Yeah, that's not even
close.
remotely close. This drinks like a true LE is how I would.
Yeah.
Mind you, I did look this up. This is the most expensive one they've ever done.
Oh, is it?
I'm okay with that.
How much was it?
$150.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
A little bit
I'm okay with $150 on that.
Yeah.
With this, I'm one drink in and I'm good at $150. If you gave me this at a bar, and they're like, that's a $25 pour, I'd be like, yeah, it is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's incredible. I wonder how big that release was. And it comes in a wood box, like an LE should.
This smells like what a cigar shop leather chair would smell like.
A nice
rich.
One.
And it's just trimmed in mahogany.
The mouthfeel is great. Ton of apple on the back end of the finish. There's a bunch of vanilla, sugary sweetness, like mid palate. Honey Nut Cheerios still in there. Apples in there. The leather part is so much more of like a sensory
sweet
thing.
Undertone, I think.
Yeah.
For me,
it's more of like the aroma. It's like an aromatic rather than being like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is really well balanced. For everything in here, it's incredibly well balanced, incredibly complex, so well put together. The proof's awesome. That at
proof.
150 is an A.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think this is an A.
That's a top 10.
Almost A+ for me.
That is a top 10 whiskey of the year.
Honestly, I think I could just say A+. I don't know what I want to ding it on. There's nothing. It is a very complex drink. It has an evolution of flavor, which is very, very big for me. I like something that really progresses through the drink, and I think this does it exceedingly well.
Yep.
I think I go A+. That is fantastic. I've got nothing that I want to ding it on. Proof feels good.
So
it
good.
Lingers. It evolves.
I hope that we
Jim Beam.
continue down this trend. Like, I just love that. If I saw a bottle of that at retail, I would buy that now.
Yeah.
Like the hat. Like, that's fantastic whiskey. Whew. I didn't expect that. I expected to like, when I saw the what was in it, I was like, oh, I'll probably like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes Jim Beam bourbon, a little overwhelmingly nutty for me. So like, there's definitely a lot of bourbon in there.
My
very
only
bourbon
recommendation is if you have one of these, literally just get it down in the neck a little bit, give it some time. Honestly, it's gotten a lot better.
Oh, that's good.
I think the malt at the beginning was really running everything over.
Okay.
Like there was no complexity of the older whiskeys in there as much. It just felt very like sprightly, youthful, and was just malty.
Man.
That I'm glad opened up.
That's a monster whiskey.
But every little book has needed time.
Well, these, and I don't know, I mean, Lord knows, they know how to put whiskey together, but Lord knows how long it took to put that blend together.
I mean,
how many parts is it? 8?
7, 6,
1,
7,
2,
7.
3, 4. Yeah, like 7 different, like 7, like almost maybe 7 mash. I mean, that's at least 4 mash bills probably.
Well,
it's amazing.
I mean, it's a
Bourbon
rye
malt.
with single. Does that say single malt or just malt whiskey?
I don't know.
High malt or something like that.
Yeah, could just be malt. Kentucky
It says
malt.
straight malt whiskey.
It's good.
That was finished
job.
in Applewood smoked barrel.
Probably
so,
just aged in that, right?
yeah.
Because you can age malt whatever the hell you want. That's good. Good job. Love that. Thank you for making that.
Love to hear it.
That's incredible.